Hello students, welcome back. Now we are moving on to the part 2 of our grammar chapter determiners. Part 2 of determiners. In the last class we learned about what is a determiner, what are the different types of determiners, and also we learned about articles. We stressed on articles, what are indefinite articles and what is the definite articles. Okay, now we will move on to possessive determiner. The possessive determiner in English are my, our, your, his, her, its, their. They are called possessive because they possess or own the nouns that follow them. For example, this is my dress. Here, the noun is the dress and my is the possessive determiner. Next example, it is their house, which is a noun here. House is the noun and there is the possessive determiner. So why are they called possessive? Because they possess or own the nouns that follow them. Now next, possessive can be used before both singular and plural nouns. Possessive determiners can be used before both singular and plural nouns. Example, my chair, your purse, your purses. Next point, and they can be used before the countable as well as uncountable nouns. They can be used before the countable as well as uncountable nouns. Example, for countable nouns, my friend, our friends. So that's, countable noun. You can count your friends. Uncountable nouns are friendship, their duties. Now, friendship and duties are actually abstract nouns. You cannot count them. So they are called uncountable nouns. So remember, possessive determiners can be used before countable as well as uncountable nouns. Now, coming to this table, you can see that in personal pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, they, and it. And when it becomes to possessive adjective, I becomes my, and we become our, you become yours, he becomes his, she becomes her, and they become their, and it becomes its. And moving on to possessive pronoun, my will turn to mine, our will turn to ours, yours will remain as it is, yours, his also will remain as it is, his, her changes to hers, their changes to theirs. So I want you all to write down this table in your notebook. It is good if you write all the contents of each slide in your notebook, because otherwise you will not be able to follow it. Moving on, now coming to demonstrative determiners. We use words like this, that, these, those as demonstrative determiners. Which are the words this, that, these, and those. This is used before singular noun that are close by. This is used before singular nouns that are close by, and this is used before plural nouns that are close by. Let me repeat. This is used before singular nouns that are close by, and this is used before plural nouns that are close by. For example, this glass has to be washed. Here, glass is kept somewhere near to the speaker. the person who is speaking. So he or she is saying, this glass has to be washed. Why do we say this glass? Because it is singular. Only one glass is there. Coming to the next example, these glasses have to be washed. Why is it plural? Because it is glasses, and because it is plural, we use the demonstrative determiner these. So these glasses are also somewhere kept near to the person who is speaking. That is why he or she is saying these glasses or this glass. Okay, did you get that? Okay, now moving on to the next one, that refers to singular nouns that are at a distance, and those is used to point at plural nouns that are at a distance. Now, when you compare the both this, that, and these and those, you will understand the difference. That is used to refer singular nouns that are at a distance. That flower is beautiful. The flower the speaker is seeing is a little far away from where he is standing. So that is why he or she is saying that flower is beautiful. Now coming to the next example, those flowers are beautiful. Why did he say those flowers are beautiful? Because flowers are plural, and those it's to show that point out at a plural noun that is at a distance. So those flowers are beautiful. I hope you got that. Let me explain it to you once again. This, that, these, and those are demonstrative determiners. This and these are used to uh, before singular or plural nouns that are close by. That and those are used to refer to singular or plural nouns that are far away. Okay, now coming to the next determiners of numbers. When we use numbers before a noun, they function as a determiner. Now we learned about demonstrative, possessive. Now coming to this one, it is determiners of numbers, using numbers before a particular noun. And when you use that number, they function as a determiner. There are two types of determiners of numbers. One is cardinal number and the second one is ordinal number. Two types of determiners of number. One is cardinal number and the other one is ordinal number. Now, cardinal number tells us about quantity. Okay, cardinal number tells us about quantity. For example, see, cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 50, 95, etc. Okay, so that goes on unending. 1, 2, 3, 15, 95, etc. For example, I purchased 2 new dresses. Here, new dress is the noun and 2 is the determiners of number. How many dresses did you purchase? 2 dresses. So that is a quantity or the numbers. There are 6 boxes in the room. So boxes is the noun and 6 shows a number. So it's a determiners of number. That is cardinal number. Now coming to ordinal number. Ordinal number shows us sequence. I know you have learned cardinal number and ordinal numbers in maths. The same thing. Ordinal numbers show us sequence. Ordinal numbers are first, second, tenth, etc. For example, our school won first prize in the quiz competition. So it's showing the sequence. In the first, second, or third position, our school got the first position. So that is the ordinal numbers shows us a sequence. The second student in the third row is talking. Usually when a teacher catches you, they say if the teacher does not know the name of the student, the teacher says the second student in the third row, you please stand up because you're talking. So these are the examples for ordinal numbers. Let me just revise to you. There are two types of determiners of numbers. They are cardinal number and ordinal number. And when you use a number before a noun, they function as a determiner. And cardinal number tells us about quantity, whereas ordinal number shows us sequence. Cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 50, 95, etc. You can add your own numbers there, whereas ordinal numbers are first, second, tenth, etc. I hope you got you understood about determiners of numbers. Let us move on. Now, interrogated determiners are the simplest ones. Interrogated determiners are what, whose, and which. Or the WH determiners like what, which, and whose are used to ask questions. It's just used to ask questions. For example, what color is this? Which book is yours? Whose car is this? These are all called interrogative determiners. Now coming to the next, distributive determiners. Okay. Now I want you all to listen, understand this carefully because we are going to be learning this for the first time. Distributive determiners. Distributive determiners include each, every, neither, either, both, all, one, another, other, several, etc. Okay. Distributive determiners include each, every, neither, either, both, all, one, another, other, several, etc. So now we'll go on with each word that is taken there. Okay, every. Every is used when referring to all the members of a group. Every is used when referring to all the members of the group. For example, every child loves to play. The child is the noun here. And when you add every before that, it refers to all the children in that group. Okay. Every child loves to play. The next one, each. Each is used in front of the singular form of a countable noun. Let me repeat. Each is used in front of the singular form of a countable noun. So each is used in front of a singular countable noun. Example, we gave each child a toy. Each child, each single child, they gave a toy. I hope you understood the difference between every and each. Every means it's referring to all the members of the group in general. Each is used for each single countable person there. Okay. Now coming to next, both children did well in studies. Here, both indicates two. Two people are there in a house, and both the students are very good in studies. The parent will say, both the children did well in studies. Both means both indicates two. Coming to the next. Neither of the boys know how to drive a car. Neither also indicates two. Here, neither of the boys know how to drive the car. It means both the boys don't know how to drive a car. There's a car in their house, but both of the boys don't know how to drive a car. Here, neither indicates two. Okay. Either of the boys can go to the railway station. Either indicates one of the two. Okay, there is an of missing here. Either indicates one of the two. Either of the boys can go to the railway station. For example, in a house there are two boys and there's a guest coming to their house and the father is telling, can you either of the boys go pick up the guest? So any one of you, out of the two, can one go and pick up the guest from the railway station? So that means either indicates one of the two. Either one of you should go. Next, He took another cup of milk. Another cup of milk, another indicates one more. You will ask, can I have another cup of ice cream? Means I want one more. Okay, coming to the next. Most people knew that they were cheated. Most people knew that they were cheated. Most here means the majority. Okay, most people knew that they were cheated. Here most means majority. Out of 100 people, 95% people knew that they were cheated by a certain company. So most means the majority. Coming to the next. We do not have enough water to drink. Enough means scarcity. We do not have enough water to drink. A little amount. Not we don't have plenty means a little amount of water is there only to drink. So here it means we do not have enough water. It's very scarce. In this pretext or in this sentence, enough means scarcity means we don't have water to drink. All children were dressed in uniform. Here all means everyone. All means everyone. Coming to the next, several children fell ill after consuming the juice. Several children fell ill after consuming the juice. Several means many. Many children fell ill after consuming the juice given by that particular shopkeeper. Means many of the children fell ill. Next, one plate of food will do for two of us. One, just one. Two people are there. They said we'll just have one plate of food because that's more than enough for them. So let me just go back to the previous slide. I don't think I can go back. Anyway, so that is about all this distributive. Now coming to the next one, determiners of quantity and quantifier. Okay, quantity and quantifier. How much or how many determines the quantity. Determiners of quantity and quantifier is a little complicated because there is much, little, a little, few, many, a few, so many words that will refer to the quantity and quantifier. So I want you all to be very attentive and listening to this session. How much or how many determines the quantity. Some of these determiners are used only with countable nouns, while others are used with uncountable nouns too. Okay, let me explain. Some of these determiners, which determiners that we are going to learn in the coming slides. Some of these determiners are only used with countable nouns, and while others are used with uncountable nouns too. Now the first one, much. Much is used normally for questions and negative statements. Remember, much is used normally for questions and negative statements. We use much to emphasize a large amount. Three things are there in much. It is usually used for questions and negative statements, and also it is used to emphasize a large amount. For example, how much wire do we need? So that is a question. Okay, how much wire do we need? The person is asking the shopkeeper or the concerned person, how much wire do we need to do the electrification of the house? Second one, it did not take much time to finish my work. It did not take much time to finish my work. So it's actually showing a negative statement. It didn't take. I did not take much time to finish my work. Coming to little. Little refers to amount and quantity with uncountable nouns. Remember, little refers to amount and quantity with uncountable nouns. It is used to emphasize on small amount, small quantity. It is used to emphasize on small quantity. We know little about their family. We know little about their family. Here, it is an uncountable thing, right? To know about a person or a family. So, little is used. We know little about their family. Next, a little. It refers to a small amount without any emphasis. You're not emphasizing anything on it, not giving any stress on the matter. A little refers to a small amount without any emphasis. Example, Raja saves a little money every month. No, there is no particular amount that he's saving. He just saves a little money every month. Next, few and many refers to numbers. Few and many refers to numbers, whereas a few means small numbers without emphasis. Okay, emphasis means not giving stress upon. Few and many refers to numbers. A few means small numbers without emphasis. Now coming to the examples, few people were present for the marriage. Okay, few people were present for the marriage, but many people came for the reception. Okay, so just see this example A and B. Few people, a handful of the number you can count were present for the marriage, but many people came for the reception. The rest, the number or 600 or 700 people came for the reception. So it refers to the numbers. The third one, all she wanted was a few moments on her own. So that is not, it's not giving a emphasis on anything. All she wanted was a few moments. She wanted to be alone by herself. Coming to the next, more, less, and fewer are comparative determiners. Okay, more, less, and fewer are comparative determiners. Here, more is used before plural uncountable nouns and is referred to an additional quantity. More is used before plural uncountable. Remember, plural uncountable nouns, what do you use? The word more. And it is used refers to an additional quantity. Example, they demanded more benefits. Here, benefits is the uncountable noun. So, and it is, it is like a abstract noun. So, what do you use the word? More. And they demanded more benefits, an additional benefit of what they're getting at present. Next, less. Less is used before uncountable nouns to refer to an amount of something that is smaller than another amount. Let me explain. I know you didn't get it. Less is used before uncountable nouns to refer to an amount of something that is smaller than the present amount. Okay. Example, I cannot buy less than 10 kilograms of rice. So she or he usually buys 10 kilograms of rice. Or here, rice is uncountable, but when it comes to with use of 10, it is a smaller amount. So, and also she says, I cannot buy less than 10 kilograms of rice. It means she usually buys 10 kilograms. Now I can't go below that. Fewer is used before countable plural nouns and it refers to a group of things that is smaller than another group. Okay, fewer is used before countable plural nouns and it refers to a group of things that is smaller than another group. They cut fewer trees this year. Okay, here you can understand trees is a plural noun and it's a countable one. So fewer is used and they cut fewer trees this year. Last year they had cut more, now they have cut lesser trees. Next one, Most indicates nearly all of a group or amount. Most indicates all of a group. Most means it indicates all of students in a group or the amount. Most of the students in this class are talkative. Most of the students in this class are talkative means nearly all the students in this class are talkative. Coming to the next one, some is used in affirmative sentences. Some is also used with plural countable nouns as well as uncountable nouns. And some is also used in interrogative sentences when making polite request. So some is used in affirmative sentences. Then it is used with plural countable nouns as well as uncountable nouns, and is also used in interrogative sentences when making polite request. For example, here are some flowers. Okay, it's a affirmative sentence. Now, next example, will you give me some sugar? Okay, that is an interrogative sentence when making polite request. So some is used in affirmative sentence. It's also used with plural countable nouns as well as uncountable nouns, and is also used in interrogative sentences when making polite request. Coming to the next, any is used in negative sentences, and it is also used before plural nouns as well as uncountable nouns. Okay, it's usually used in negative sentences and is also used before plural nouns as well as uncountable nouns. Example, he doesn't have any doubts. Then doubt is an uncountable word. And here it's not negative. He does not have or he doesn't have any doubts. That means it is used, any is used before negative sentences, and also it is used in plural nouns as well as uncountable nouns. So this brings us to the end of the first chapter of our grammar determiners. Um, uh, after the video is sent, after that I will send you a worksheet to be done in your notebook, and please do the exercises that I'll be giving you on Monday or Tuesday, and try to complete it and keep it with you. Thank you.